Welcome to this series of presentations focused on the Reforma objectives, those characteristics of a biblically based ministry. The world desperately needs Christian leaders who know Scripture and can effectively serve the church. Reforma's objectives are globally recognized standards providing quality assurance for national and local regulatory agencies and for church leadership. These presentations are not designed to give you the answers, but rather to help you on the path to developing and strengthening these characteristics in your own life and ministry. More information can be obtained at re-forma.global. We continue with objective 3.4, demonstrate Christ-like servant leadership. As leaders, we sometimes get the wrong impression of leadership. The world's systems stress that leaders should be powerful, in authority, strong decision makers whose followers should do what they are told without question. Among so-called religious leaders, respect is demanded of followers. Just the opposite is true among those who lead in the kingdom. Jesus taught in Matthew 20:26 through 28, "But whoever would be great among you must be your servant, and whoever would be first among you must be your slave, even as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." The world says leadership requires impressive qualifications and achievements. Moses was slow of speech. David was a keeper of sheep. Many of the apostles were fishermen. The world says leadership requires popularity, charisma, and charm. Paul teaches Titus and Timothy that integrity, humility, and faithfulness are more important. Some in American culture are fiercely independent, confident, and self-sufficient. True leaders are dependent on God. Paul says in 2 Corinthians 12:10, "When I am weak, then I am strong." Proverbs 3:5 through 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths." The world says, "Climb the ladder and make a name for yourself." So-called religious leaders put the needs of the individual or the institution first. Kingdom-focused leadership seeks that the individual decreases so that Christ might increase. Scripture teaches us to lay down our lives for others. Jesus taught that he would lay down his life for the sheep. Paul testifies in Philippians 2:17, "Even if I am to be poured out as a drink offering upon the sacrificial offering of your faith, I am glad and rejoice with you all." The world and so-called religious leaders value comfort above sacrifice. They demand or expect to be served. They are arrogant and puffed up, or maintain an air of false humility. They demand that followers know they are the boss, making others feel inferior. An excellent example of how Jesus taught his apostles leadership is found in Luke 22:24 through 30. A dispute also arose among them as to which of them was to be regarded as the greatest. And he said to them, "The kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and those in authority over them are called benefactors. But not so with you. Rather, let the greatest among you become as the youngest, and the leader as one who serves. For who is the greater, one who reclines at table or one who serves? Is it not the one who reclines at table? But I am among you as the one who serves. You are those who have stayed with me in my trials, and I assign to you, as my Father assigned to me, a kingdom, that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Another example is Jesus washing the feet of his disciples, a task normally reserved for a slave or a servant. As servants of the ultimate servant who came and died for our salvation, we can have no better example than that of servant leadership.